Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me. Sorry for the weird start. Um, Today is Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in Michigan. I'm doing the live stream a bit early today because it's a holiday and we're heading out to visit relatives again this weekend. So thanks everybody for joining me early. My apologies to those who are joining at the regular time. It's you'll just have to sort of watch as we go along. But thanks everybody for being here. Now let's see if I got this. All right. Oh yeah. There we go. That's looking pretty good. So welcome everybody. It's been a good week. Christmas was great for me and the family. Uh, got a few stories to talk about today, kind of mostly involving YouTube, but some privacy related stories and some encryption related stories. So, and of course, I'll be taking everyone's questions. So, welcome everyone. Glad you're here. Let's jump into the news. Let's see here. Having a little trouble with my controls. I don't know what's going on to me today. All right. So first we'll stick with the price of the cryptocurrency market and Bitcoin in general. We're up slightly today. We've kind of been in this range. Now, I'm thinking that it was last week that we bumped up from our little dip. And yeah, it was. And we talked a little bit about the plus token scam, which is one of the factors they're saying is related to the dip in the market as of last week. There are some scammers that stole a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum and Mco and EOS, I believe. And then the fact that they are able to be dumping it on the market is affecting the price of Bitcoin. But that was last week. So today we're pretty much where we were last week. If we look at the 7-day chart of Bitcoin, let's take a look here. Not a lot. We did have kind of an upswing around Christmas time. Got up to around 76, which was pretty exciting. But then it's sort of come back down to this range here, the low 70s. So, yeah, I think that jump was just before Christmas. Yeah. Christmas present, right? And then a little bit down, but we're pretty much in that same range. But overall, when we look at the yearly chart of Bitcoin, if this will work for us, will it? Yeah, here we go. January of 19, we were at 39.26, 36.69, I guess. What is that? December. That's December 28th. And here we are. We reached that high of 13,000, and now we're ending off the year at 72. But that's a net gain for the year. So say what you will about Bitcoin, it has outperformed most of the major asset classes on a year-over basis. So pretty good stuff. So let me go back over here and pop this guy out so that I can say hello to everyone. Holy moly. Let me check this. There we go. Had the wrong control there. All right, so we've got our pop out here. Let's go back over here. All right, so who have we got here? Jamel Z. Hello. Okay, Jamel had to take off. He said thanks. Happy New Year. Rob is here from Rotterdam. Thank you for joining. Shah Yosef is here. Hello. Shah's a usual Friday nighter. I Carey is here. Dirty Writer 1970. Wow. Hello. Fatimas Hedius. Good morning. Hello from the UK. Enars Bortvex. Autumn Cocilium. What? Answer my question about gold ER20 token. Wish you a happy new year. I don't see your question. You may have asked it earlier. Gold / ERC20 token. Okay. Oh, I think we talked last week about there was a particular token that I forget the name of it, but it turned out to be an ERC20 token, so it wasn't a difficult answer, really. I think we maybe move some ERC20 tokens. We can do that again this week if we want. Caribbean Crypto from Trinidad, Tobago, great. Muscle Body, hello. Okay. All right, so let's jump into this big story. Let's see where. It's kind of difficult here. Oh, yeah. Well, I actually wanted to look here. YouTube calls crypto purge a mistake. All right, so Okay, so if you're not aware, there were what was known as in the Twitterverse a crypto ban by YouTube, and I was involved. I have not been reinstated or what you would call cleared yet, but YouTube basically removed a bunch of crypto videos on YouTube, and a lot of crypto-centric YouTubers saw their videos removed and received a warning. Some of them received 2 warnings. I don't know that I guess the ones that received the second warning got a week ban from uploading. Which to some is devastating. You know, a lot of people make their living on YouTube, and a week ban is like a week without pay for, you know, a person like you or I. So that was pretty devastating. So I don't know that how they'll be made whole, but apparently YouTube has reinstated it. But just so you can see what I'm talking about here. Having a little trouble this morning. Okay, so if we go over to my channel dashboard, this is where I can check in with the status of my YouTube page. You can see up here at the top it says channel violations. Now I got this on the 23rd. So basically it's my first warning. And it affected like 10 of my videos. But I appealed. Now, I don't know, I didn't specifically, it's hard because the appeal only gives you 300 characters, and that's not a lot of room to write. And I had composed an eloquent, polite letter, you know, explaining my channel and what had happened, and that, please remove the ban. And then when I cut and pasted it, it was truncated. So I had to sort of shave it down to its core, and I think I left out the part about me being a crypto person. I just basically stated that the videos contained no harmful content, that I didn't swear, that I didn't promote violence or anything else, and would they kindly, manually review these videos, and reconsider their decision to ban them or remove them, basically. Now, the interesting thing about this was that most of these are old videos. It's kind of hard to see here, but they were. Most of them were old. And what got me was they got my intro, which is on my YouTube landing page, there's a video, an intro video, and they removed that, which was just really weird because I don't really talk about anything in that video except just an overview of what I do on the channel. And I kind of wondered, well, is it like, links in my description or whatever? But they seem to be kind of random as to what they were, what the problem was with them. I couldn't figure out why they got banned. And the interesting thing is that they were all mostly older videos. Why didn't they just ban all of my videos? So whatever, it was very random. But this one here, Ledger Nano Tips and Tricks, had quite a few views. So they, and if you're not aware, if you have your videos monetized, and they generate revenue almost indefinitely. So even a 2-year-old video that's still getting views is generating a small amount of revenue for you, as it goes along. So, that's a piece of revenue that came out for me, my ad revenue. So anyway, very arbitrary, very mysterious, and then after this happened on December 23rd, I thought, wow, this is kind of scary. And then it turns out I wasn't the only one. There were lots of people that got their videos taken down. Alex Summer, this was the tweet that sort of made me aware that I wasn't the only one. So hundreds of YouTubers, people were talking about banning or boycotting YouTube, box mining, Ivan on Tech. A lot of big YouTubers were affected by this. In fact, I guess box mining and Ivan on Tech switched all their videos to private to avoid this. And there was silence at YouTube over this, of course. And then I guess now they've admitted that it was a mistake on Twitter. Okay. I guess Twitter is like a public, area where you can talk to the public. But it's funny, they didn't release any statement or post anything on the YouTube website, hey, we're really sorry, or this was a mistake or anything. They just tweeted something, which is still quite a bit under the radar to the normal person. But anyway, they did finally respond to this. They said it was a mistake. Made the wrong call was something that was in there. But while we're here, let's talk about this LBRY, which is a secondary platform where I've been loading videos for quite some time. Now, they have an automatic feature that you can link it to your YouTube channel. So this is their website, and I have a link down in the description for it. LBRY is a blockchain-based decentralized platform where you can upload videos. And that's the link that I provided in my YouTube channel. And you can, or my description down below. You can see what happens is it takes you to a web page. But then they also have, down here, this little link to download their app. So you download their app to your computer. It's a standalone thing that runs. And let's see, I think I've got it open here. It's down here at the bottom. And that's the link. So this is the app. It's an application that runs on your computer. I don't know that they have a phone-based one. They probably do, an iOS-based or Android-based one. But you can go on LBRY and look at other people's videos. There's a lot of videos that get uploaded that you can watch, and you can tailor your experience based on your interest. And let's see, channels. That's my channel right there, which I've set a link to. And so, and I can upload directly onto this forum. I can create a video, save it on my computer, and upload directly onto LBRY. But in general, because I've linked to my YouTube channel, when I upload on YouTube, it automatically goes on here. And I'm assuming that those videos are now stored on their blockchain, so that if all of them on YouTube were suddenly removed, they would still exist here. So a lot of YouTubers sort of ran over to this platform signed up and for the sync, and it takes a while for them all to sync. But as you can see, you know, I've got 370 on there. So I'm fully synced. And this live stream will get synced on there too. So that's pretty much the YouTube ban thing. All right. So let me take a look at some of your questions. All right. Will they Well, okay, so the answer, will they be on... First of all, the answer to Rob's question is that my videos will not disappear. Only 10 of them were removed and they were old, and apparently they'll be reinstated, as far as I know. Maybe not right away. But also you can watch them on LBR. There's a link in the description. So I think I answered that. Autumn. Rex, how do you... if you buy a new computer and want to move your Ledger Live to your new computer, is this easy? I have a problem to access web pages, Ledger X with the new Windows 10, security, USB issue. If you have a brand new computer and a Ledger that's already set up, you simply install Ledger Live and it'll walk you through the entire process. Why don't we go ahead and launch Ledger Live? And we'll talk a little bit about moving crypto. Pooies. I don't like it when it's full screen. But I think I got it here. There we go. There we go. I changed my resolution. All right. All right, so we'll simply log in. Come on, Rex. All right, so I have Ledger Live installed on my computer, but if you are installing it for the first time ever and you already have a device, basically what it's going to look like is over here. Yeah. You'll be presented with a screen like this, right? And then you'll be presented with this screen here. So when you first install Ledger Live on a brand new computer, you're going to get this screen. And so all you have to do is say use initialized device, which means you already have a Ledger with wallets, private keys already on there, right? And you just go through that, you tell it what it is, and then it just takes you through this initial part here. I don't have my Ledger connected at the moment. Ugh, Lord. Oh no. Hang on just a second, guys. I have to run get a cable. We were out of town last week and I had taken this cable with me. So I'm going to have to plug it in back here. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, gang. All right. So here we go. Let's get this guy over here. So I'm just going to plug this guy into my computer. All right. I'm going to enter my PIN. Okay. All right, so it did the genuine check. When I plugged it in and entered the PIN and I'm at the home screen, it did the check, right? Let's get this part here. this thing squared away so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah, there we go. Oop. All right, so I'm at the home screen, right? And we'll hit, okay, and once, I don't think it's done it yet. Okay. Now, see, I need to allow Ledger Manager on my device here. All right. And then it passed the genuine check, right? And then I hit continue. And then it says Open Ledger Live. All right, and it just takes me back here. Now, in your case, all of the accounts would just be empty, right? There would be nothing on there at all. So you would have to start adding accounts. That's all. You would just like, okay, add Ethereum, right? Or add Bitcoin. You'd start maybe with Bitcoin and then hit continue. And then it tells you, okay, go into the Bitcoin app, right? So you just go where it says Bitcoin, hit enter. And then when you're in the Bitcoin app, it'll hit continue. And see right here, it's scanning. Why is it snowing? Okay, it's snowing. It's scanning for any wallets that are already on here, right? So that's it, basically. It's going to scan for any Bitcoin wallets that you have, and you'll wait with bated breath while this happens. And I have a lot of empty ones on here, but yours will probably just show you maybe one and a couple empties, right? See, you'll notice down here that the it's showing me 2 empties, right? I can create empties. It's showing me ones that I already have in Ledger Live. But in your case, if it's brand new computer, you wouldn't see any of the there would be none in there at all, right? So all you would see up here would be your balanced accounts, right? You would see an account that's got like 0.5 Bitcoin or whatever amount of Bitcoin you have in your ledger. And then you could just simply hit OK, and then they would suddenly be in Ledger Live again, and you would be happy, right? That's all there is to it. Your wallets never disappear when Ledger Live is gone. And if you go over to a new computer, all you have to do is run through this setup, and it'll scan for any private keys that are held on the device. Simple as that, right? The private keys are all held on the device. So any computer anywhere in the world you can install Ledger Live and get access to your wallets. No problem. Easy peasy. Close that. All right, so maybe we'll move a little crypto. Let me just talk real quick about this one little news story. By the way, down in the description below, there are links to all of the news stories that I'm covering today. So just scroll down a little in your description. There's a lot of affiliate links down there. There's the Ledger links I have, and I believe that they're running a special before the end of the year, and you can still get what do I get? I guess I forgot to do that. Anyway, if you follow my link, I have a code. Well, let's see if we can find that just for you guys. I think it's here. Ledger. I don't know if this is gonna pooey. Let's try this. Well, they gave this to me, but now I can't seem to find it. It's probably in one of my other videos. Whoops. Yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of Ledger videos. Yeah. Let's go back here. I think it's here. Okay, so let's take a look at that. I'm sorry for all of this. Okay, here we go. So I believe that it had to do with that Tezos staking video. So and I was awarded this special code, CryptoDad-LTZ. And if you use that before the end of the year, you'll get a 20% discount when you follow this link that I have. All right. So you can follow this affiliate link that I've provided for you, and then you'll use this code when you check out, and you'll get an additional 20% discount on your purchase, any purchase on Ledger. So I just wanted to throw that out there because we're approaching the end of the year, and they were nice enough to award this to me and my friends. So I'm putting it out there for you guys. All right. Let's go here to the Electronic Frontier Foundation, where they're talking about encryption. And you're going to hear, and I encourage you to read this story. It's not very in-depth. It just kind of covers the fringes of this argument. But the argument is that the government is claiming they need access to encrypted communications, to save the children, or whatever they're like telling us is the reason why they want to be able to read all of our messages, right? They need access, right? The FBI had this phrase called going dark, which makes it sound really scary that there's people that are talking to each other without the FBI knowing about it. Oh, how scary is that? Well, I think most people want private conversations. They don't want the FBI listening in on all their private communications, right? So, but this argument has been in the news quite a bit lately. Facebook kind of ran into it earlier in the year. Facebook wants to implement end-to-end encryption on all their messaging apps, and the government was like pleading with them, don't, it's just crazy, But encryption or cryptography is being used by cryptocurrencies, as you know. It's basically the mathematical foundation of cryptocurrencies. But cryptography and encryption are much, much more than that. We use encryption all the time. Every time we log into our bank account on our computer or our phone, the information is being encrypted end to end, right? So no one can see our bank account number when we log into our bank account. When we buy things on Amazon, we're using the encryption so that our credit card information is not being exposed when we buy things online. And we all sort of take this for granted. Now, also, when we use WhatsApp or anything like that, that is encrypted so that no one can see the message that I'm sending to my friend. But encryption is being used for a lot of things. And it is a mathematical foundation, right? It's being, it is a protocol that is based on mathematics. So to suddenly say, hey, break the laws of mathematics for me just so I can see your communications is ludicrous and illogical, right? They want to appeal to your emotions and say that, oh, there's kids being exploited, there's people laundering money, human trafficking, all of these things that are occurring. They want to scare us into thinking that somehow that's, a good excuse to break encryption. And so basically what you want to take away from this is that building a backdoor into an encrypted communication is basically breaking the encryption. And if we break encryption so that the police can listen to all of the conversations in the world, then you're also allowing all the criminals in the world and all the scammers in the world the same privilege. Because once the cops have it, there'll be a leak and someone else will get it, and it'll just be broken encryption, right? It won't be encryption anymore. It'll just be this broken thing that exposes everyone to hackers and scammers and prying eyes, right? So don't believe all this stuff. Encryption is a wonderful, beautiful, mathematical technology that's being used for the betterment of mankind, and breaking it, even for the the most best of intentions, is a bad idea. Take that. All right, sorry guys, went off on a rant there. Okay, good morning from Canada. It's my first time catching the stream live. Evan, just wanted to say how you're doing. A huge service to the community. I thank you, Evan. I thank you very much. I started staking Tezos using Ledger. Any other coin I can use the same feature? So as far as I know, in Ledger Live, that is the only coin that you can stake directly using Ledger Live. So what we're talking about here is Tezos. That's an old one. Yeah, here we go. So this Tezos right here that I have stakes, about $50 worth of Tezos. I put this in my wallet, right? There is a Tezos account in my Ledger Live, and now I have it delegated to a company called Stake Now, and I'm earning rewards on it. I guess it's been in there 16 days. Now with this particular company, I think it has to be in there quite a while for it to earn anything. So it's kind of a long-term commitment. But the beauty of this staking in this fashion is that the money is still, or the tokens are still in my wallet, and I have complete control. I can at any time click this little dot here. I can add more to my stake pool. I can switch the validator to a different one. There are lots of them out there, companies that will stake your tokens for you. Or I can end the delegation at any time. Now, ending the delegation would probably screw up the rewards, would make them less, right? But the coins are perfectly safe in my own wallet. I control the private key, and I'm earning rewards. So really cool. Now, we can talk a little bit about the ADA testnet as well, because you can earn from those as well. That requires a separate wallet than Ledger Live. But that's what staking is all about, and it's going to be really big in 2020. I'm pretty sure of that. What happens when you sell your crypto? Okay, your earnings are just floating in the exchange, Coinbase bonus, because exchanges won't allow you to withdraw all your money. Well, I believe they do. You can withdraw your money from Coinbase. I've done it many times. You simply sell your crypto for cash, for US dollars, and then you cash out. Now, I don't know what you mean by that, if you mean they're not letting you take all of it out or whatever. But I've cashed out from Coinbase many times. It's not that hard to do. And it just links right back to your bank account. Now, I don't know if maybe you don't have your bank account linked on Coinbase yet, and you're just using your debit card. But if you link your bank account on Coinbase, then you can easily cash out back to your bank account. I've done it many times. You can also do it on Binance US, right? So let's say you can see here, there's not a lot in here, but you can see here there's some US dollars in my account, right? All I have to do is hit withdraw, and it asks me where I want to withdraw to, and I just pull it right back out to my bank, and I get the money in a day or two, I guess. Takes it a couple days to clear. And that's it, right? Simple. So, and let's say, okay, well, I want to sell this ADA. It's only $3 worth of ADA. Let's say I want to sell this link, and I just trade it for US dollars. As soon as I sell it, it ends up in this little US dollar account, and then I click withdraw, and it goes back to my bank. It's pretty easy, right? Now, let's look at another way that we can do this, all right? Let's check out Crypto.com. Now, Crypto.com is an iOS-based... Hey, buddy, what's the matter? What? What? What?
Are you the only one awake?
No, Mommy's awake. She's probably in the bathroom. Yeah, it's okay. Mommy will help you. My son's not used to me doing the live stream this early. He just like rolled out of bed and wandered down here and heard me talking, I guess. All right. Where was I? All right, so Crypto.com has this thing called the the Mco Visa Card, right? And it works as an ATM and a way to purchase things. All right, so you can spend it anywhere Visa is accepted. So let's take a look at how I would cash out from Crypto.com. Right, so I'll just run over here. I'll launch the app. Right, and you can see in Crypto.com that I've got money in an exchange where I can buy and sell cryptocurrency, right, at its most basic. Right, there's also Crypto Earn where I can store crypto for a while, and then there's the Mco Visa Card down there. You can see the balance, right, and I can control and view all of the transactions of this card from the app, right? So you can see there I made some payments at a gas station, at a ice cream place, Inside Scoop, Chuck E. Cheese, so D&W, and then there's some deposits down there. And these deposits come from my liquidations, right? So if we look here at what I've got on here, I've got some Bitcoin, I've got some Ethereum, and I can hold that if I want. Or let's say, all right, I want to run to the store and I want to buy, some gifts or whatever for some friends or myself or whatever. And I know I'm going to spend more than $32. So what should I do? So I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to tap my Mco Visa Card. I'm going to hit top up, and I'm going to just top it up with $50, right? Now, it'll come either out of my Bitcoin or Ethereum. I can choose either one, right? So I have a Bitcoin balance and Ethereum balance. So I'm just going to hit top up 50, and I'm going to confirm that. And there it says I topped up my card. Now you'll notice that the balance of the card goes up immediately, right? Immediately. Now I can take this card and go buy $50 worth of whatever, wherever they accept Visa. And almost every place accepts Visa. So quick cash out. Now, here's another scenario, right? Let's say that I wanted to buy a few cords of firewood from the farmer out on 37 who sells firewood that doesn't take credit cards. I could run to the ATM machine with this, and I could withdraw $50 worth of cash, and then I can use that cash to go buy my firewood, right? That's pretty cool. Now, the ATM is going to charge me $3, but that's the ATM. That's not Crypto.com. That's the ATM. Bloodsuckers, right? But that's an off-ramp for your crypto, right? So pretty cool. I encourage you, there's a link down in the description if you want to get started with Crypto.com. I really love it. It's a good way to buy and sell crypto, and it's a good way to liquidate when you need a little extra cash, right? Let's say you buy $50 worth of Bitcoin, and then the price of Bitcoin spikes, and you're like, hey, I want to lock in this gain, right? And all of a sudden your Bitcoin holding is now worth 100. You could tap out a 50 of that and throw it back on the card, and then you broke even, right? And then you still got $50 worth of crypto left. So there's lots of scenarios, right? I take the money that I get paid and I use it to buy crypto. Maybe too much, right? You know, let's say I've got $300 worth of expendable income at the end of after I paid all my bills and everything. I might use that to buy crypto and say, well, gee, what if we want to go out to eat later or whatever? I'll say, I could always spend it. I could always liquidate it. So that's the way I do my life. My life is kind of upside down compared to most people's, right? Most people would say, my God, I need spending money for the next week. So why would I want to, use all my disposable income to buy crypto? Well, that's you. I'm me. So we'll all. All right. So coolcrypto.com. They'll give you $50 if you stake your card, but that's like a couple thousand. So that's only for the big boys. But if you decide you want to stake a card, you can do what I'm doing here. Where is my mouse? But you don't have to stake the card to use the card, right? You can just get the free one, right? There's a free one that you can get right here. And you can do the same thing I was doing, which is like which is like spend crypto, load up the card, do all that stuff. But if you stake some MCO, then you get some additional perks. Anyway, we won't go far into that. Let me see what people are asking. Greetings from Belgium. Maybe I lost some people with the crypto spiel. Why don't we move some crypto from an online exchange into the Ledger account? Let's see what we've got here. Any requests for any crypto that anyone would like to see me purchase? I don't believe they sell Tezos on here. They sell BAT, they sell BNB. What do I think? How do you pay taxes on crypto? Well, paying taxes on crypto is like paying taxes on stocks and bonds, capital gains taxes. So you're going to have to keep track of all of your crypto purchases and transfers. And you can do that manually, just write them down. Or there are a lot of services out there that you can sign up for that will automatically track your crypto transactions for you and figure your taxes. Let's see. I think there might be a link down in the description to one of them. Probably not. Yeah, down in the bottom there, Coin Tracker. You might want to check that out. I've got an affiliate link for that. I don't know that I've ever cut any money from that affiliate link, but it's a good recommendation, right? You give it the public address of your wallets. You install APIs on your cryptocurrency exchanges that allow it to see all the transactions. And then it pulls all that data into your account. And when it's time to do taxes, you can generate tax forms using all of that data. It does it automatically. It's pretty cool. Now, it doesn't actually do your taxes. It will do that form for capital gains declaration or whatever, and then you can print it out. It's an official tax form, and then you can use that when you file your taxes, either if you do it on your own or if you take your taxes to H&R Block or an accountant or whatever. You just bring those forms with you, and I did that last year, and my accountant he did my taxes for me. he was mildly curious about what all these things were. You know, he was like, he'd heard of Bitcoin, but he was like, what is Ethereum? You know, and what is XRP, or you know. But they were just listed right. All he had to do was write it. You know, he punched everything into his software. But it doesn't really matter. It's just an item that gets bought or sold. Now, cryptocurrency laws, tax laws are kind of in flux and they change. But using services like CoinTracker, there's also Bitcoin.tax. There's a couple of different ways you can do your taxes. Yeah, apparently mining cryptocurrency also needs to be claimed as income, sort of. And then also when people pay you in crypto, that needs to be claimed as well. So let's say you're getting paid by a company that is involved in blockchain or whatever, and they're paying you in Bitcoin, whatever it is. Like maybe it's $100 a week or $500 a week, and they just pay you in the equivalent amount of Bitcoin. That needs to be claimed on your tax returns as income, right? That's pretty a no-brainer, right? But mining is considered income, right? You're actually generating income. So I don't know if it can be compared to a mining company, right? If there's a company in Nevada running a silver mine, and they're mining silver, and then they're selling it, I guess at some point they need to claim that silver as some kind of income, right? I don't know. I don't know how mining companies get taxed, right? All right. So let's move some crypto. That's why a lot of people are here. Let me see what I've got here. Maybe we'll do some chain link. Yeah, I think they got link here. Yeah, there's some link here. Why don't we do chain link, right? It's an ERC20 token. It's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to go ahead and buy some more with that US dollar that's in my account. I'm just going to trade. I'm going to buy link for dollar. You notice there was $30 in my account. So I'm going to hit market here. I'm going to hit 100%. And I'm going to shave it down by, let's try 8 and see if I can get away with that. Okay, that worked. For some reason, when I try to do, okay. For some reason, when I try to do it max, it never allows it. There's something. It always tells me there's not enough. I need to tell one of my drivers that. What is today? Thursday, right? Hey, Rob. Lisa just said the box won't be ready until 7:30 a.m. And then I got to reply to this email. Okay, thank you. I'll let Rob know. See, I did that backwards, right? I let Rob know, and then I told her I would let him know. And Rob said, okay. And I say, thanks. All right, that's my morning work. All right, so let's go back to our wallet here. And let's look at our link. Well, there's more link now, right? The US dollar is practically empty, effectively empty. So what we need to do, whenever we want to send crypto from one place to another, we need to get the address, right? And this is Chainlink here. Now, I need to be in the Chainlink app. So I'm going to show you guys how that works. All right, so if we look at my ledger, at the moment, it is still in the Bitcoin app. So we need to get out of that. So I'm going to use this button here to advance 1, 2, 3 to the quit. And then I'm going to hit both buttons to exit the Bitcoin app, right? I want to be out of the Bitcoin app. Now, for any ERC20 token, I need to be in the Ethereum app, right? So I'm going to move over to the Ethereum app, and I'm going to hit both buttons, right? Being in the Ethereum app is what we need to do to get, whoops, come on, Rex, hold it straight. All right, so we're going to receive some links. So I'm going to hit receive here, and I'm going to hit continue, and it's snowing again. It's kind of interesting. And we'll hit continue. Right? And then it says verify the address on the device. I'm going to hit continue one more time. And then you'll notice there the device now says verify address. So I'm going to use this button to move one, and there's the address, right? That is the ERC20 address of my Link wallet. But you'll notice that it is also an Ethereum address, right? So I'm just going to move over one. I can confirm that that address showing on the device is the same address that is showing here, right? 06F, blah, 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 over here to 5525F, right? You can look at every one if you want, right? And then we'll just go over here and we'll hit approve. Now, when we approve, that means that we verified that we're sending this crypto to the right address, right? I can copy that address into my clipboard. Now, before I send that, I would like to point out that if we go back up here to accounts and hit Ethereum and do a receive, it's the exact same address, right? The Ethereum address is the same. So if you have an Ethereum wallet in your Ledger Nano device, and you can have multiple, and it has tokens inside it, all of those tokens go to the exact same address. Pretty easy, right? So let's go back over here to Chainlink. Pardon me. Let's, we don't need this anymore. Let's withdraw. Let's paste in that address. And then I'm going to send all of it, right? So I'm just going to click over here where it, on available balance, and it'll just autofill the max and subtract the fee, all right? So I'll hit submit here. And it wants my two-factor authentication. And we'll go over here to Google Authenticator, to BINANCE US. All right, now it's going to send me an email that it wants me to verify. You saw it came in up there. So we'll just click on that. We'll hit confirm withdrawal. All right, and BINANCE US is now happy. We can go to withdrawal history. All right, and withdraw crypto. And there it is. Link withdrawal is processing to this address. All right, that's how you confirm on this end that it's on its way. And then now it's time for a little bit of a waiting game. Let's go back over here. This balance should go down pretty soon. And we can go over here and just kind of wait. And basically we want to go back to accounts and go to our Chainlink account and wait for that additional Chainlink to come in. We can hit that little synchronize up there at the top. And in a minute or two, you'll see that link arrive. Might be a couple minutes, unless it already did. Oh yeah, it's already there. Oh no, that's December. December 6th. All right. So it might take a few minutes, but it's on its way. Oops. Sorry. Just want to go over here. Rob, I'm having trouble interfacing with Ledger X to MEW. I looked at your vid. I'm doing something wrong. Don't know what. Okay. Well, okay. First of all, you really don't need MEW anymore because Ledger Live supports ERC20 tokens. So a lot of people get confused between MEW and Ledger Live and where their crypto is. Now, I know one thing that's confusing is MEW will allow you to create a standalone wallet with a private key that you will copy and paste somewhere, and whenever you sign into MEW, you paste in that private key. That is a very insecure way to access your crypto, and they even tell you that now when you try to do it. So, but if you're connecting your ledger to MEW, it's going to read the exact same wallets that Ledger Live does. Ledger Live can now read ERC20 tokens. You can manage your balance from here. Let's see if it will kick in here. I guess we don't really have to wait on this, but it will show up eventually. But MEW, okay, so let's look here. I've got accounts, right? And I can hide these tokens. There's my Ethereum account, right? Here's my tokens. I can look at the tokens by moving this. Now, if you're looking at all of your accounts like this, I would encourage you to change that over here and look at it in list view, because that makes the tokens collapsible, right? So, but I can see my Ethereum account and I can see all the ERC20 tokens that are in that Ethereum address. Let's see if that, still not here. Still waiting for that. All right. It's never going to come if there it is. Okay. Now, so now there's 59 link. So the link just came in. 22 link, $42 worth of link, just arrived from my Binance US account, right? Now, let's take a look at that using MEW. Same wallet, same account, same balances, same transaction history. I'm just using a different interface, right? So let's go over to MEW. All right, myetherwallet.com. All right, so there it's new. Onwards. All right. My Ether Wallet wants to install crypto wallets. I'm not going to allow that. Don't really need that. I'm just going to use their website. I don't really want an extension, right? Or maybe I need it. I don't know. Let's see. So I'm going to go to access my wallet. I'm going to choose hardware. You'll notice this one is all red, which means a very insecure way. So the old way was like the file on your computer or the private key, or actually directly entering your mnemonic phrase every single time. That's a very insecure way of accessing MEW. The easy and best and safe way is hardware. I'm not going to use this browser extension either. That's new. All right, so hardware, I'm going to choose Ledger because I have a Ledger attached. And I just happen to have my Ledger attached and I'm in the Ethereum app, right? So I'm ready to go. Now I need to choose this derivation path, which is slightly different for Ledger Live. There are some older Ethereum wallets that still need the other derivation path. So if you're not getting anything, make sure maybe switch up here. That might, I think a lot of people are doing this and not realizing that they need to switch over to Ledger Live. Maybe that's Rob's issue, right? So we go to Ledger Live, we hit next, right? And then you see there it just loads up all of these different wallets, and you can see it sees more than one, right? You can have multiple ledgers or multiple Ethereum wallets on a Ledger device. I'm just going to choose this one. That's the one we were looking at. I'm going to tick this off. You have to tick that off too. I know sometimes it's not quite clear what you need to do. We're going to hit access my wallet, and boom, there we go. We can see the exact same wallet, the exact same balances, and over here, I think it shows some worthless wallets too that you don't see in Ledger Live. Like this XNN is like some weird worthless airdrop that I received a while back. And this VIU is also like a worthless airdrop. So you can see everything over here. And you can even send things by just choosing all of the cryptocurrency, or I'm sorry, the ERC20 tokens that you have if you want to send them out, right? So you can do everything that you can do in Ledger Live. But I like Ledger Live better because when I go to accounts, I can see how much I have and the current US dollar value. And I can easily see my token transaction history. So like I said, you really don't need MEW anymore unless you have one of those old style wallets where you actually are pasting in your private key. But if you were using MEW to manage Ethereum or any ERC20 tokens, then you don't need it anymore. Just use Ledger Live. It does a great job of managing and displaying your ERC20 tokens. Pretty no-brainer, right? There they are right there. And I can click on any one of them and it'll show me my transaction history and it'll show me the current balance and the current value. I can send and receive. So no need to use MEW anymore if you've got your Ethereum on a ledger. I hope that answered Rob's question. Yeah, but Ledger don't support smart contracts. Okay. Okay, I guess. Is that what MEW does? I'm not sure what you mean by that. It doesn't support smart contracts, and I don't know that MEW does. Oh, okay, over here. Ah, okay. All right. All right. Well, there is some added functionality for people that want to do smart contracts, if that's your thing. I think most people just want to buy and hold and view their balance, which it does. But if you just want to, you can look at it in this interface too, right? And there are some times where the token doesn't show up. Most tokens pretty much show up automatically now in MEW, but you could add custom tokens if you have some odd new token that you bought that is not showing up. You can look at it there. Right. But so I hope the instructions that I gave allow you to get into the MyEther wallet using your ledger again. All right. We're just down to this ADA here. So why don't we move that ADA out of that into Daedalus? Let's launch Daedalus. And then maybe we'll go check out the Daedalus website and look at the Cardano incentivized testnet. So this is going to take a couple of minutes. Let's look at the Shelly testnet. So we talked earlier about streaming. Yeah, there we go. Reward wallets are now available. Okay. These are only for wallets where you had a balance in your Daedalus wallet on the 29th. Now, they may now have the Yori wallets. Let's see. So they have the new Daedalus wallets. Oh, and they've got a new version, right? Oh, and it looks like they've got the Yori version of the wallets now available too. So let's see. I can do this. All right. So let's do this. Downloads. Yeah, that is. Oh, is that a different one? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it's slightly different one. It's a different one. I can do that PGP. Drop that there. I can verify this checksum. All right, this is an online SHA-SUM checker. You basically, I want the SHA-256. I'm going to choose the file that I just downloaded, which is that installer. Right, it's going to generate a SHA for me. This is a cryptographic function it's doing. Takes it a minute. All right, and there's the checksum that it generated. I'm just going to paste in the checksum that the developers provided and compare them to make sure they match, right? And then another thing I'm going to do is use Cleopatra to verify the downloaded file to make sure that it is properly signed by the developer, right? So I already have the developer key in my list of keys, the IOH key. So that's subject of a different lecture, right? I'm going to go back here. I'm going to choose the installer file. I'm going to choose open. And it's going to cryptographically verify that this file was not tampered with in between the server and my computer, right? So that somebody hasn't put a fake wallet up there. There, I get that nice green verified that tells me that that wallet has is good. All right, so let's see what Daedalus is doing. Daedalus is still trying to sync. I don't know. I think I'll let Daedalus go because when you try to run the rewards wallet, it doesn't work, right, when you're running Daedalus. That website is not secure, question mark. There are many ways to run SHA checks, right? There's SHA software that you have on your computer. So we can browse internally over to that file, run that same check, and then I can paste in that SHA-SUM again and verify, and it matches, right? So there are a lot of ways to run SHA checks. All it's doing is generating a 256 SHA. That's the one that got generated. Same one that I got in the online verifier. You can also do it in your Windows command line. You can actually type the command for verifying SHA, right? Pretty hard to, if it were not secure, then it probably wouldn't match. I'm not risking anything by running a SHA check, right? It could generate a false one, but it has to match the one the developers are providing. And that's why I did that additional check on the digital signature as well, right? The SHA is just like a quick and dirty verification step for verifying that the file is correct. Fook Vaughn, good morning. It's good to have you here. Some people are speaking German, it looks like, or Dutch. All right. Let's see, what's Daedalus doing? Come on, Daedalus. $99.43. So I may not have time to do the Daedalus thing. While we're waiting for Daedalus to sync up, why don't we check one more news story that I didn't cover that's in the description. Like I said, go down below to the description. There's some cool deals. There's some links to my ledger videos if you want more detailed step-by-step ledger stuff. There's some links to my crypto.com. Oh, this should be here. Let's do it this way. Copy. Let me cut that. This should be associated with the ledger. If you go on the ledger, if you use my link to go on ledger.com, you can also use my coupon code to get yourself another 20% discount on everything on the ledger store. You got the Brave here, and then all these news stories that we've been talking about. So always check my description. I put a lot of work in that. So check that, guys. Check that out, guys. All right, now I wanted to check this story here. Binance blockade of Wasabi wallet could point to a crypto crack-up. There's been a lot of talk about privacy-based wallets. Now, Wasabi is or privacy-based coins, right? So a privacy-based coin is a coin that is not transparent on the blockchain. Many of you think Bitcoin is anonymous, but it's not, right? Bitcoin uses cryptography, but it's not encrypted, right? It's not scrambled. So all of the Bitcoin transactions are visible on the blockchain. Anyone can see them, right? But there are other coins like Monero and Zcash that are privacy oriented, where the transactions are encrypted so that you can't see the sender and receiver. Now, privacy coins have been getting a lot of backlash from government types, right? Of course, they don't like it when people want to have private conversations or private monetary transactions, right? But think about it, a lot of people do. That's why most people use cash, right? Because they don't want the government or Facebook or Google or whatever people, or the credit card companies, or the companies that Equifax, the credit based companies, right? That track your credit history and all that stuff. They want to be beyond all of that in corporate and government intrusions, so they use cash, right? So, but talk about a privacy-based cryptocurrency, and everybody freaks out. We're laundering money for drug cartels and supporting human trafficking. That's not the case, right? We just want private transactions. So, privacy coins are getting a bad rap. So, a lot of exchanges are delisting them, like Monero and Zcash. I believe you can still buy Monero on Binance. But the Wasabi wallet is a privacy-based wallet which will scramble your transaction history, right? They take your Bitcoin and they scramble it through what's called mixers, and supposedly is wiping the history of that Bitcoin for you. But the problem with Wasabi is it was used by the Plus token scammers to clean their Bitcoin and Ethereum and try to dump it on exchanges. So I guess Binance has decided to block the Wasabi wallet. It suspended one user's account. BittleCat had tried sending their Bitcoin to the hash scrambling Wasabi wallet in apparent violation of Binance's SG anti-money laundering policies. Binance SG refused to transact directly or indirectly with a variety of often illicit-tied crypto services. That's Alex. Especially darknet/mixer sites. According to BittleCat's tweets of their email exchange with Binance SG support. So I think exchanges are coming to a crossroads. Users of privacy-enhanced wallets may find it ever harder to move coins to and from regulated exchanges. That doesn't mean that it's not that difficult to just withdraw your Bitcoin to a approved wallet like, Electrum or the Ledger Bitcoin wallet, and then move your crypto into Wasabi, right? If all you want to do is withdraw it from an exchange, just withdraw it somewhere safe, right? So, but yeah, why wouldn't I be able to just withdraw my money where I wanted to, right? But like I said, the problem is that the scammers for that Plus token thing were using Wasabi Wallet, Plus token. Check out last week's live stream about Plus token. One of the huge, I think actually is now considered the largest Ponzi scheme in the history of mankind, right? They were able to scam billions of dollars from mostly elderly Chinese and South Koreans. Pretty bad. So Binance is just kind of reacting to this by, where'd that news story go? Right? Binance is kind of reacting to this by disabling people that are trying to use their platform to scramble coins. And Biddlecat may not have been one of the scammers, but this is basically one of the methods the scammers were using. Right? Okay. All right. So now we've got our Daedalus ready to roll. Right? Let's do shopping. Right? I got a shopping wallet here. It's got some coin in there. Let's do a receive. Let's generate an address here. Let's hit this copy. There's the address copied into my clipboard. Right? You can also generate a brand new address every time you do a transaction. Right? So I can hit right? I just generated a brand new clean address. Right? I'll hit copy there. Now let's go back over to Binance US and let's withdraw this tiny amount of ADA. I don't know if I can actually. Oops, I'm sorry. I want to withdraw. There's my ADA address. That's my address. Let's hit this $100 balance. Oh, it's only going to charge me one ADA, which is fine. I'm going to get 99 of them. Let's hit submit. Let's hit our two-factor authentication. Got it over here. All right, we're going to get that withdrawal request email again. All right, let's go confirm this withdrawal. And we're good there. We can do this business here. Let's go to crypto, and there. I'm withdrawing 99 ADA to that address. All right, so we can sort of monitor that here. Let's go back to summary. And in a minute, and we can, I guess that's it. I don't know how to, I thought that if you check that, you would get it to sync, but it doesn't look like it. You can sort of flip back and forth. Let's just wait. And so we should see like 498 here in a minute or two. So this is the Daedalus wallet for ADA. And if you want to stake your ADA, then you should be storing your ADA in the Daedalus wallet. Now, right now, they're running the testnet, right? So the testnet is they've created a special wallet where you can get rewarded for ADA that you were holding in Daedalus wallet, but it has to be the ADA that was in there on the 29th. So and I've got people calling me or sending comments that, hey, I've got my ADA on a ledger-based wallet. Unfortunately, the ledger-based wallet is not eligible for the rewards. So if you want to stake your ADA then you need to store it in the Daedalus wallet. Now, after they're done with this testnet run in 2020, most likely, they'll probably enable the staking in the Daedalus wallet main net wallet, right? And it's just taking its time, but it might take a little while. I had my ADA on my ledger after the snapshot. Am I too late? Yes, you are too late. For the testnet, right? Now, when this thing goes live and you want to stake your ADA, all you'll have to do is put it in your ADA wallet and stake it, right? There will be no too late, right? It'll be it's ready, it's live, and all you got to do is store your ADA in the wallet, in the Daedalus wallet. But right now, if you want the testnet rewards, yes, it had to be in an ADA, it had to be in a Daedalus or Yori wallet on the 29th. So if you don't have it in a Daedalus wallet now, then you're too late for the testnet rewards. Wow, I sure would like to see this come in before we move on to the next thing. But it's just a testnet, right? They're just testing it. So it's not like you're totally losing out on all that ADA that you've got stored. As soon as everything is tested and found to be working and goes live, then you'll be able to stake your ADA in the Daedalus wallet proper, right? Come on. Whoops. That was weird. All right. Well, I'd like to show this to you guys. I thought there was a way to make it sync. At least I thought there used to be. Anyway, we'll just wait. It'll come eventually. Can I stake my ADA with eggs? No, but you can have steak and eggs with your ADA. Oh, cool. Professor Sen just used my code to buy himself something on the Ledger site. You know, I mean, if you were planning on buying a Ledger anyway, why not get a 20% discount? I'm not forcing anybody to buy Ledger products, but I believe in them. I use them to store my crypto. I think it's the safest, most secure way to store your crypto. There are other air gap type wallets that you can use. They're a little bit inconvenient in my view. I've reviewed some of them. I prefer the Ledger, right? Oh, okay. So Doc Kid is saying we can copy that on the ADA blockchain. So why don't we do that? Is that 2? Oh, here. Huh. Oh, this is the old transaction. Let's go over here, right? Oh, there it goes. I think this is it, right? The Cardano Explorer. So apparently it hasn't been released from Binance US yet. They're still processing it. So it might take a little while. Why don't I show you... Let's go back here. Wait, we can just go ahead and close this. It'll be quick to open when we reopen it since it's synced up to the blockchain. But let's try out that new rewards wallet and see what happens. Yeah, I don't think it's good to run them both at the same time. Did we install it yet? I don't think we ran the installer yet. Oops. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right. This is the latest version of the rewards wallet. Apparently there were some... Okay. All right. So I don't know where... Ugh, doggone it. Okay, so there's the new rewards, right? Let's pin to taskbar. Yeah. All right, so let's do that. See what this is, the new one. There it goes. That's usually a good sign when you get that green at the very beginning. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh. It may or may not sync, so we might be disappointed. That's always a shame. I was, let's see, the pool, I'll have to show you, if it syncs up, I can show you the pool that I'm staking with. I think it was ranked #1. But there were a lot of pools out there that you can choose from. And like I said, this functionality should eventually be built into the mainnet Daedalus wallet. So don't feel left out if you miss that snapshot, right? Because once they add this functionality to Daedalus mainnet, then it'll just be a quick transfer to Daedalus and start staking right away, right? You won't have to worry about it. This is just for, you know, the experimental people. I don't know that this is going to work. That's funny. Someone says, I have downloaded the NRG wallet and backup wallet.dat file, but due to some mistake, I have opened the file in PDF version. It is work and recovery wallet or how to change an original backup file. I'm not sure what the NRG wallet is, but I would run the NRG wallet, and then choose to restore and navigate to that backup file that you downloaded. If you haven't changed the name, it should still be able to pull up your backup. Rather than, I don't know if you're like trying to double click that BAT backup file. But I would say run the wallet. I don't know what the NG wallet is anyway. NRG wallet. No, I have not claimed any hex. I'm still convinced that it's kind of a scam. I just don't. I don't like the language. There's just been too. It's like the too good to be true type scam thing. I may be wrong. You know, there are a lot of people that have accused me of pushing scams. One notable example is the Litecoin. I forget what it's called. Litecoin. There was a Litecoin hard fork, and I forget what the name of it was. Litecoin Plus or whatever the heck it was. But a lot of people were telling me, oh, it's a scam because Charlie Lee said it was a scam. And it turned out it wasn't a scam. It was just basically a worthless coin. All right? It wasn't a scam at all. It was just a worthless coin. Now, it did expose your private Litecoin key, so you had to be really careful and empty out your Litecoin wallet before you imported those private keys. But other than that, it was just a regular, basically just a hard forked coin that was ended up not being worth very much. So, who am I to say what's a scam? Aha, there we go. Hey, there we go. So the wallet launched finally. That's good. They're syncing up the blockchain of the testnet, right? So you can see here that I had some balance wallets, and I just those were balance snapshot wallets that where I had ADA in wallets on the 29th, right? So, and you can see here that once I installed this wallet, I transferred those balances into this rewards wallet, which you can create using this testnet wallet. Now, when this goes mainnet, you'll be able to do all of this within Daedalus, right? So, and then over here is the staking functions of the wallet. You just look over here on the side and you click this and you can see the epochs, right? And you can see that it says unknown stake pool, but I'm pretty sure it was, maybe it's I don't know what you call it, glitched right now, because it should say, yeah, I'm just going to let it hang out until it resyncs maybe. Oh, it has stake pool 0. That's weird. All right, so mine looks a little glitched right now, but you can see that I have been earning some ADA on the blockchain, right? So I'm assuming that this is, there should be a bunch of them. So I might need to launch and relaunch this wallet, or maybe do a clean install. It looks like mine got a little glitched out. But I'm not freaking out. It's one of those things. It's a testnet wallet, right? So no need to freak out. So I'll just do a little research later and see what's going on with this wallet. But other than that, it appears this is what your wallet should look like. Save here. You should see a bunch of stake pools here. So it probably just needs to sync up a little while. Yeah, kind of weird, but I can deal with it. So sorry I couldn't show you the full, all the features of the new testnet wallet, but this is a way to stake your Cardano, and you'll notice here that I can unstake at any time, right? So I'm holding Cardano in my own wallet, and I can switch pools, undelegate. I can change stake pools. I'm not going to do that because it looks glitched right now. Or I can undelegate at any time, right? All right, so there we go. So Scott's here, finally. Thank you for joining us, Scott. I appreciate it. How do you use Brave browser on your iPhone? You can just download it and browse with it, but there is a way to sync it up using your desktop browser, right? So if you're in Brave and you go over here to sync, you can just choose add new device, right? And you tell it it's a phone, and then you just sync it with your phone, right? So mine's already synced, so I don't know that I can show you this. But if you're in the Brave browser wallet, it wants my face. Let's see here. Oh, I think it's down here. Right, I go to settings, and then down here to sync in settings. Right, and then you'll sync again. Like you say, I have a sync code, right? And then, whoop, there it is. It wants me to sync to that, and boom. Now, I've already done this, right? So I don't know if this is all going to work. But that will get me all of my bookmarks that I have in my desktop version of Brave. And as you can see, it's like already been done, right? Those are like all my bookmarks that I had in the desktop version of Brave. So pretty cool, right? And then you can sync. I don't. We've tried the bat feature. The bat doesn't seem to want to sync up, so that's kind of weird. I don't know why. All right, Scott. Thanks for joining early. And once again, apologize to all of my friends who normally join in the evening. Next week or the week after, I'll probably get back on track and start doing it at 8 again on Friday evenings, which is generally what I've been doing pretty regularly. And then I'll maybe add a morning live stream on maybe Tuesday morning occasionally, maybe once a month. We'll see where things go. Once again, thanks for joining. Let's go back over here to this thing. Don't forget, I have this live stream every week on Friday, most likely at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But look for me. If you subscribe, you'll see get alerts. We'll talk about that in a sec. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content or go live, right? Thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.